What up, YouTube? This your girl Mwink, back up on here once again. And today's topic is a very important topic to me because I've been through it. It's about Xanax, the anxiety drug, which a lot of you are probably taking. And I just wanted to warn you about it because it's nothing to play with, and it can be addictive, and it's very hard to get off. My experience on it is, well, this happened like 2 years ago when I got off of it, but I was on it for a year and a half because I was depressed and wasn't getting any sleep, and my doctor, he prescribed it to me, and I took it for a year and a half, and I did kind of notice, some different changes about me. I noticed, my behavior was like kind of changing. I didn't realize until later on down the line, but I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Um, I was having slurred speech. I thought that was coming from smoking weed. I was forgetting a lot, which that is a part of smoking weed too, but taking Xanax has a lot of different side effects. It causes anger, hostility, um, episodes of mania. I have my prescription book right here with the different side effects. Um, Lippincott's Nurse and Drug Guide. It causes anxiousness. Anxiousness. It's supposed to help with anxiousness and anxiety, but it causes it because I was depressed, and he gave it to me for that, and that's not what it's for. Causes confusion, restlessness, hostility, difficulty in concentration, vivid dreams. Like I said, slurred speech, crying, delirium, lethargy, apathy, lightheadedness, just a host of different things. You can look it up for yourself. Aprolazam, Xanax. I was taking 5 milligrams. And when I first took it, now mind you, I was a drinker and smoking weed and smoking cigarettes. And the first time I took it, I was drinking and smoking weed, and I felt something come over me. I just felt like like a zombie all of a sudden. Like, oh gosh, it's something. What's going on with me? But I kind of brushed it off because figured it was, hey, it's the medication. I shouldn't have been drinking and smoking. And so I did that for a year and a half. Taking the medication, drinking, smoking weed. And like I said, I noticed that it was changing my behavior. So I said, well, let me look this up because, I'm always in the medical books anyway. And I was always looking up medications, and I looked it up before, but I guess I really didn't pay attention to the side effects in the beginning. And it said all the things that I was going through. Slurred speech, anger, hostility, just different things. So I said, I'm about to stop taking this medication. I'm not about to keep taking this, and this is doing this to me. And mind you that Heath Ledger, rest in peace, he played the Joker in The Dark Knight. He played that role real well, if y'all remember. He played the mess out of that role. He won an Oscar. And rest in peace. And he was on Xanax. They found that in his system with a host of other different drugs, but Xanax played a role in it. And Anna Nicole Smith, she was taking it too. Rest in peace, Anna Nicole Smith. And so I stopped taking it for 2 days. First night, I went to sleep. Woke up the next day, I was okay, I guess. Went to sleep again that night. The next night, second day of not taking it, and I didn't get no sleep. I was up the whole night. I was just laying there, but I was just asleep. I was just laying there, woke. I wasn't asleep with my eyes closed. And I woke up the next morning, and I was like real panic, like, oh my gosh, like, it was like, I couldn't breathe, and, I was just like real panic and paranoid, like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I felt like just freaking out, like, oh, I wanted to jump out of a window or something. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, what's going on? And I said, oh, well, it's probably because I didn't take the medication. Because, you don't miss a beat on taking a Xanax. I mean, I was at the doctor faithfully, like, please give me my Xanax. I need another refill, like a crackhead. And he was giving it to me. And you're not supposed to be on Xanax for more than 4 months, the prescription book site. And I was on it for a year and a half, so I got real addicted to it. And so like I said, I was panicking, and so I said, well, let me go check my blood pressure. I went to my local CVS and checked my blood pressure, and it was like 150 over 100 and something. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I went back home and tried to relax, and I wasn't feeling no better. And I said, well, if I'm not feeling no better, I'm steady running back and forth to the pharmacy trying to check my blood pressure because I didn't have no blood pressure thing. And it makes you hallucinate, make you think everything wrong with you, you want to know what's going on. So I said, well, if I ain't feeling no better, I'm going to call the ambulance. Because I wasn't in no shape to drive. I mean, I couldn't keep driving. I mean, I was feeling real bad. I mean, it messes with your vision. I mean, all type of stuff. I mean, it really puts a whammy on you. And so I called the ambulance. They came and got me, and they was telling me it was, me, stop taking the Xanax all of a sudden, which I didn't know you weren't supposed to stop taking the Xanax all of a sudden. I read it later on where it said you know, do not stop taking abruptly because it will cause major problems. And it rose my blood pressure up. I mean, it caused me to have a panic attack and everything. So the hospital, they told me, they took my blood, they said my potassium was low due to me, stop taking the medicine. So they told me start back taking it, and I have to get weaned off. And so I kept taking it for a few days, and they said, well, take half of that. I was on 5 milligrams, and they said, well, take 2.5, after a few days until you get weaned off of it. And so I was telling a friend of mine about what I was going through. And I guess she looked up online and she seen that what some other people was going through, and they said that they had put the pill in a cup of water and let it dissolve, and you mix it up. And now y'all listen now, because this is the withdrawal. This is part of withdrawing off of Xanax, getting off of it. You put the pill in a cup of water, let it dissolve, mix it up, and you take out a teaspoon, you throw that out and you drink it. And you do that for about a week, you take a teaspoon out. Then the next week you take out 2 teaspoons and drink it. Then, 3 teaspoons, then drink it until it's like down, 3, 4 teaspoons, down, until it's all gone. And it's a very hard process. But I got through it. My blood pressure was up. I had to get on blood pressure pills. Thank God I'm not on them now. This was 2 years ago. I tried to smoke a cigarette, and my heart was like beating like, oh my gosh, like out my chest. And I said, well, I'm going to put this cigarette down. And I tried to smoke again. And my heart started beating again real fast. So I said, I'm not smoking cigarettes no more. And I stopped cold turkey smoking cigarettes that day. This was in August of 2008. And I stopped drinking, smoking weed, everything cold turkey. Now imagine what I was going through. I mean, going through 3 withdrawals at once. I mean, stop smoking weed. That makes you cranky, you just be a mess. And I wasn't getting no sleep. You're not going to get no sleep when you're trying to get off of it. It's a very hard process. It's going to take a while. You be hallucinating. You think everything wrong with you. I was running back and forth. I got a hospital bill right now that I got to pay for. But hey, I was thinking everything was wrong with me. So I was going to back and forth to the hospital because I want to know what was going on. But to all y'all out there that's taking Xanax and think it might be okay, you getting high. Some people get high off of it. Some people might take it to help them sleep or whatever. But it's very addictive and it's very hard to get off. And that was my way of getting off of it. And I'm still trying to get right from it today because it messes with your brain. It messes with the central nervous system. So it takes a while. I mean, it's a mess. So this is Wake Up on here, and I thank y'all for watching this long video because that's how long it was gonna take for me to talk about it. And may God bless y'all. And Xanax is nothing to play with. So if you're not taking it, don't think about taking it. And y'all take care.